Hello, everybody. Welcome to Divine Debut. How is everybody? This is a general reading. This is a weekly general reading for all signs. So I will be doing just a quick spread from now on, once a week, okay, in the same format, just reading the energies. I will be using the Fairy Tarot, which these cards come with messages. So I will be reading from the cards. As well as that, everything will be in the description box below. So all the cards that I'm using will be there. So I'm reading the general energies for the 23rd up until the 30th of April 2019. It's a general and love reading. As I said, it's for all signs. So let's take 4 cards. Okay, so in the now position, we've got the King of Spring, which is the King of Wands. I will read the cards for you in a second. In the past, in the distant past, is the 8 of Summer, which is the 8 of Cups. In the recent past, we have the Queen of Winter, which is the Queen of Swords. In the crowning area, and what's your goal, what you're after, what you're wanting to manifest, is the Hermit. And the outcome card for everyone is the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Autumn in the Fairy Tarot. Okay, that's beautiful. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We have the Empress. Wow, this is beautiful. So you've got... we have, I should say, 2 major arcana, the Empress card, which is beautiful manifesting energies. Okay, beneath that is the World. So it's funny that we've got the ending of some karmic cycle and, oh my God, the Dreamer, which is the Fool. And one last card, because it's another major arcana card, it's the Wheel of Fortune. So, the Wheel of Fortune, okay, that's Sagittarian energy, and it's a change. Now, Jupiter has turned retrograde a few days ago, or a week ago, or something like that, even 10 days ago. So, it is a 10, which speaks of completions now with the south node of the moon, with Saturn and with Pluto in Capricorn. You know, it's a very karmic time for change, letting go of the old. The south node is the old, Saturn is the old, letting go of restrictions. And with Pluto, we're powering up, we're penetrating, we're digging deep. Pluto is death and transformation, right? So very, very karmic as well. So having 4 major arcanas in a row, how can I not show them to you? So the Wheel of Fortune, let's read it. Delays are over, sudden or unexpected good luck, a new car or travel. So that's going to be important for some of you. As I said, this is a general reading. So we've already got the sign of Sagittarius here. Let's speak of the Fool. So there, you know, with the Wheel of Fortune, it breaks down to a 1. So you're at the 1 and then comes the 0. So it's as though you're beginning something new. You're sort of moving forward, ending a cycle, then taking a step back. And, you know, this is the beginning of a journey, all right? Now, this journey could have been in the past, which is completing with a World card. Okay, and the World card is a successful completion. Okay, so the Fool is the sign of Aries. The World is very Saturnian energy. It's having finished up with a cycle and having received all the lessons. So, you know, the World card, of course, can speak of world travel. And we did have the Wheel of Fortune. So a lot of you could be dealing with someone in the distance, at a distant country, from a foreign background. Some of you may be traveling as well, going on a journey, taking an adventure. This is a new journey for you, right? Now the World card, it can also speak of breaking through the rigidity, because there's so much rigid energy in the world here. It signifies Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus, Scorpio. So yeah, which they're fixed signs. So you're actually breaking through that glass roof, glass barrier, you know, and spreading your wings and going on an exploration, moving into something new. There's, you know, cycles are ending here, obviously, but in a very successful way, because after that comes the Empress. And the Empress is, it has to do with Venus. Now, Venus is love, money, and values, projects. The Empress is also, of course, it's anything that you value, if we're talking about an energy. If not, it's, and I should say as an energy, again, it speaks of manifestation. It's a number 3. And if you look at the World card, again, that adds up to a 3. Now, the Empress can speak of pregnancy, a literal pregnancy or a metaphorical, which, you know, being at the 3 says that you've made that initial beginning. So you've planted a seed which is starting to bear fruit. It's starting actually to sprout. So for some of you, in a matter of 6 months, you will be at the energy of the Empress. For others of you, it could be, I suppose, in 3 months, because she is a 3. So congratulations for those of you that are going to be giving birth with the Empress. Now, the Empress is the mother. It's the mother of Earth. So there's a lot of bounty here. Okay, and of course, with the outcome card being the 10 of Pentacles, this is amazing on a financial platform, let's say. So let's read the Dreamer, which is the Fool. Embrace your true purpose. Begin a new adventure. Trust yourself. So yes, we know that the Fool is taking a leap of faith. It's taking a risk. The World, a brilliant success. The freedom to go in any direction. A journey that is now complete. So yeah, completing a journey and then going in any direction that you feel called to. And the direction will be in regards to manifestation on every level or on any level. Of course, it's a general reading, so everyone will be affected in a different area of life. Just in general, the Empress is, as I said, it's bounty, it's manifestation, it's richness, it's love. You know, the Empress is Taurus, Libra, because Venus is rules Taurus and Libra. Taurus is our values. Now, it's funny that at the time of this reading, we have Venus right on top of Chiron in Aries. So the brand new leap of faith that we're taking into anything that we value is maybe we're working through, you know, the victim mentality, any wounds that have been opened. I think that communication will be made in relation to things that we love, projects, anything of value to us. Now, actually, today we've got the Sun right on top of Uranus as I speak. The Sun on top of Uranus in Taurus. So the Sun is going to show what we will be letting go of, or what radical changes will be happening in our life in relation to values, love, our self-worth, you know, our possessions, what we have, what we own, you know. And it's a very grounding energy, I should say, especially being in the sign of Taurus. Now, you know, soon Venus will be coming up to Uranus. That'll be very interesting. So Venus moving through Aries, once she hits the beginning of Taurus, because she's at the beginning of Aries now, once she hits Taurus, there's beautiful aspects happening with her. So we're also looking forward to a Venus trine Jupiter, and Jupiter is in Sagittarius, in its home sign of Sag. So, you know, Venus and Jupiter, you know, lucky in love, lucky in anything to do with things that we want to accomplish. We've got luck on our side. Now, with Jupiter moving retrograde, I think that's giving us the chance to see the blessings, to be able to take time out and work on these things. Now, of course, Sagittarius is very spiritual. It's a very spiritual house. So there could be spiritual connections happening. Even, I'm going to say, because, you know, Sagittarius is all about foreign places, foreign lands, different cultures, and it's also about truth. Okay, there's truth. There's a lot of conversations happening with Venus, with Mercury, with the big players. A lot is going on at this time, people. A lot. So having the Empress here as the general energy is amazing. I love it. So the Empress says it's time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. Okay, so yes, a lot of creativity here as well with the Empress. Now, before I read the cards, let me take from Amira's Love Oracle to see, especially in love. And, you know, Amira's Love Oracle gives more information as well. So as I said, again, it's a general reading. Let's take a couple of cards on love matters. Okay, so we've got the fair male that fell out. I'll show you the card in a second. Let's take another card. So we've got the fair male. So this is someone who is quite youthful, could be youthful at heart, light-colored for their nationality, wherever they're from. Even if they're from, you know, a darker race, then this is someone who is lighter for their race. Okay, there's a lot of youth, and, you know, it's very funny. The eyes are very penetrating, and that to me speaks of, in a sense, you know, we say that blue eyes, he's got blue eyes actually, can be a little bit cold. It's as though they don't really show, they're cool, you know what I mean? And if you've got light colored eyes, please don't take this personally. I'm going to say they're as clear as the sky, but they're not, I feel as though this fair male, whoever this is, they're not speaking of their emotions. They're not open. So it doesn't mean that they don't feel. It means that they're very, I would say that they're very truthful. So it's someone that you can trust, but they hold back on their emotions. That's what I feel with the blue in their eyes, in his eyes. So we've got Beauty Queen as well. And Beauty Queen is, you know, being starstruck, being up on stage, performing. So we've got two people. One is quite open, very Leo energy, someone who likes to perform, be up on stage. This is like being socially very open. And then the fair male is someone who is not so open, I'd like to say. And they're quite sporty, so let me take one more card. And Beauty Queen could be, you know, anything to do with, as I said, being successful on social media, being well recognized from what you do, whether you're a dancer, whether you're into beauty, you may be working with, you know, any products, beauty products, anything to do around beauty, which you could even be a beautician, let's say. Yeah. So a lot to do around dance and performing. Let me take one more card. And we've got fun times. Fun times is like going to a concert, being around friends, partying. Look at all the stars up there. It's, you know, being under a starry sky, a very clear sky, Although stars are beautiful, they do, you know, the star is something that could be far away, but look at the people, they're pointing up to the stars. It's like saying, you know, the star, what's the term that I'm looking for? The sky's the limit. That's what I want to say with this reading. So fun times, dancing, going out, being social. So we've got two different energies here, and you know, I see two different people that are sort of coming together. And let's see what the spread says. But I want to take a romance angel for love as well, just for a bit more information. And you know, this could even be some of you, I don't know how many of you, but there could be some sort of a competition, a beauty competition, a beauty pageant or anything like that, that is going to be a success. And look at what fell out, reconciliation. Wow. For me, this is very similar to the twin flame card, because these two people, these twins, are up in the sky. It's as though their souls are connecting in the ethers, and this will bring them physically together. But they've met before. It's not like it's the first time, and there's a reconciliation, which is amazing. And again, we're up in the sky, up in the ethers, in the stars, yes, above the clouds. We can see the sun that's shining in the background. There are some dark clouds ahead of the sun, in front of the sun, which could mean that there hasn't been illumination in relation to the heart and the true feelings. So I think it goes back to the fair male that, you know, what we don't know, we fear, and there are the dark clouds, but they're sitting on the clouds. You know, the clouds move quickly, and all of a sudden the light comes out. The truth shines through. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Now, it's not going to be the same for all of you. It's not going to be from your past. It could even be from a previous lifetime. You know that our soul goes through many lifetimes. So there's obviously been some sort of connection in the past. And this could be a very, very important time for a lot of you, because of the energies that we're working through right now. We've got, as I said, we've got Saturn's South Node and Pluto in Capricorn, and Capricorn is hard work. We're dealing with tough love. It's like we're standing in our integrity. We're putting in that hard work so that we can transform. We're letting go. We're clearing the slate, and especially with the sun right on top of Uranus, a lot of truth. We're rebelling against the known. We're breaking the mold, actually, right now, and we're like sifting through the energies, trying to clear the path forward. You know, after all the difficult energies with Mercury retrograde so long in Pisces, you know, right on top of Neptune, and then Venus was on top of Neptune, which can be Venus and Neptune, like Neptune is the higher octave of Venus. So it's the divine love. So there's obviously been some sort of a connection recently. But then again, poor Venus is right on top of Chiron now. So we're working through the wounds. We're pushing forward in Aries. It's new beginnings. As I said, clearing the slate. Let's look at the now position. We've got the King of Spring, King of Wands. A financial windfall. Your leadership skills are needed now. An unexpected supporter of your cause, which is amazing. So this is someone who is quite fiery, spontaneous. Yes, this could be any fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. It does speak of leadership, but for most of you, I believe that there is someone else, and this is not you, because it does say an unexpected supporter of your cause. So someone who is quite the leader, quite spontaneous, action-based, is not someone who will think too much before they act. They're They're up and going straight away. But they can be quite aggressive sometimes. They can maybe come across as a bit aggressive if they're too, if they're not in their right frame of mind. You know, fire signs are spontaneous, they're action-based, yes, they're fun-loving, but when they're not happy, they can be, you know, the fire can be turning backwards, which means backfiring, and therefore too much spontaneity sometimes can be just over the top, doing too much. At the base of the reading, 8 of Cups, the desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes, moving on and moving towards the sun, as you can see here. Now this is in your foundation, in our foundation. So we've got water here, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. It's in the position of home, let's say, foundation. So some of you, your foundation is changing. And what I mean by that is because cups are all about emotions. So even emotionally in your haven, in your home, in your family situation, in your stability, there are changes happening because there was something missing. So what was missing? Those 2 cups that you're looking for. Now, the 8 of Cups is also a very spiritual card for me. It's someone that is growing spiritually, going on a metaphorical journey. For some of you, could even be a literal journey, trying to align with the divine because you're looking for those answers, right? So, 8 of Cups, a lot of emotion. In the recent past, Queen of Winter, Queen of Swords. So strong, patient, self-sufficient, and funny, it says. Let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career, unmarried or divorced individuals. So the Queen of Swords is someone who is more intellectual than emotional, someone who may be going through a divorce, a separation, or it could be just someone that's been on their own forever. They've been unmarried. Some of you are letting go. You know, this is in the recent past. So some of you could be letting go of an air sign. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Now I'm going to say because the Queen of Swords is someone, as I said, who is more calculated. They're not acting on their emotions. They're holding back, and that could be another message. So they're holding back and not speaking about their heart, and that's where we go again back to the fair male here. Even if it's the Queen, doesn't matter, and it's a male here, it's not gender specific. So someone is holding back on their true feelings. Others of you could be letting go, as I said, with Pluto, Saturn, and the South Node. There are changes happening where we're closing the door on situations. Cycles are ending. I forgot to read here that it says innovative, inspiring, wise, and theatrical. So there's the theatrical, you know, being up on stage. So this could be someone who is very someone who can put on a show. And what do I mean by that? They can also hold back on their feelings. They can put on an act and not, you know, show. They're acting like they're stepping away from their own emotions, and they're acting in a way that is more appropriate for the situation, I feel. And again, that takes me back to not being very open with their emotions. So this could be a specific message that's coming through. But there is wisdom here. It's funny that I can see here, as you could see, this King of Wands is looking at this Queen of Wands who is moving towards, they're looking towards the past. and she can't see him. She's looking forward. She's moving towards the past, and he's, watching her move, watching her back. So that could mean, yes, that the Queen of Swords may have closed the door on this King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is a very sexually natured individual, someone who logically would be open with their sexuality. But the sexuality is different than emotions. You get what I mean? So with their emotions, they may be more buckled up, but he's showing up as more sexually natured. Even if this is not a fire sign, he or she is showing up as more sexual, more than emotional at this time. Now, the crowning card is the Hermit, and the Hermit is the energy of Virgo. So it's a 9, and 10 was the Wheel of Fortune. So some of you, and this is what's on your mind, some of you are not speaking of what's on your mind. You're doing your homework. The Hermit is someone who, yes, is very spiritual, someone who may be looking for information as well. The Hermit is someone who spends time in solitude, doing their homework, maybe even meditating. Now, Virgo is someone who looks at they analyze everything. They take their time. They're very grounded, and they take their time before they make their decision on their next move. Now, here it says, find or be a mentor, take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. So I believe that with the 8 of Cups, so the, let's say, if we're looking at the nodal position now, the South Node is up here in Capricorn, down here in Cancer is the North Node. So again, something to do with home. The 8 of Cups is around the home area, even the, what's the word I'm looking for? The foundation, your foundation. As I said, there is the 8 cups and not the 10. So even within a foundation, a home, there is a spiritual growth, a spiritual alignment towards the divine. And, if we look at the Hermit, which is on your mind, which is in your position in the house of status, career, and anything to do with authorities, this could even be, some of you could be dealing with someone who's very spiritual, someone in your career, or you're hoping for a career towards spirituality, anything to do with the divine. Now, you may have someone who is quite the hermit, the guru, that you are working for, or you might be the spiritual guru, the hermit, someone who works alone, someone who is able to advise others. Let's look at the outcome. It says, take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. And the word tradition brings up the energy of the Hierophant, traditions, and I said some of you could be breaking the mold, others of you, and what does it say here? Honoring family traditions. So those of you that are not changing, then I believe that the value in what you own and what you already have within family will be, it's as though you'll be setting a new foundation towards tradition. Now, tradition can speak of marriage. It can speak of anything to do around family, your heritage. Okay, now if we're talking about business, this is an amazing card, is the 10 of Pentacles. Now, this could also be dealing with wills, anything to do with the family money, other people's money as well. Money through business. striking the jackpot. You've got the Empress and you've got the 10. Okay, and here it also says a financial windfall. So there is a lot of luck here, and I'm getting the goosebumps as I'm saying this. Some of you will be, for those of you that are moving into a new relationship, or when I say new, this could be, yes, a reconciliation with a soulmate, a twin flame from the past, which is coming back, who is someone who is quite the leader. They're quite financially well off. Whether this is, I believe that it's not your energy. I think that this is coming from your partner. Now, it could be, yes, that this King of Wands is letting go of this Queen of Swords. For some of you, that's going to be the case. Now, here we've got Virgo. As I said, the signs, we've got Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. We've got the Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Again, we've got Earth. So I'm going to say, it's funny, we've got swords. We've got everything here. So, all right, we've got everything. So, as I said, don't look at the signs more than what the messages are here. Now, the Empress, as I said, it's manifestation. We've got a lot of growth and a lot of abundance. Some of you are falling pregnant. For others of you, your mother is blessing you with help, financial help. It could, and if it's not a mother, then it could even be a male, a father figure, or someone that is taking on the energies of the Empress. So the Empress is very loving, nurturing, giving. Okay, you could be in a family, let's say if you're younger, you could have parents where the mother is more the leader in the family. Let's take a few more cards, and I'm going to take from a different deck. I need more clarity here. So let's look. Let's look at the King of Spring. What else do we need to know? And it says that you need to be the leader. Take charge of your lives, people, because you've got support. Let's take on the King of Wands. And we've got the Magician. So the Magician is ruled, I should say Mercury is the card of the Magician. So Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. So this is having the gift of the gab. This is being able to manipulate situations, make magic, pull a rabbit out of a hat. This is amazing. So it says that there are beginnings. This is a 1, and it's a major arcana. So you could be dealing with someone who has got strong Virgo or Gemini in their chart. So Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's take on the 8 of Summer, 8 of Cups. What's that all about in your foundation? And we've got the King of Cups, so this is a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. This person here, this King of Cups, is usually, for me, it's more Cancerian energy. And I'm going to say Cancer again because being in the area of the foundation, Cancer is the house of home, family, okay? So King of Cups is someone who's very open with their heart. This is someone who will take care. They will provide for their family. And because I'm not reading reversals, it could even be, let's say he was in the reverse, it would say that he's very, very emotional at this time in this week. Let's look at the Queen of Swords in the recent past. No. Queen of Swords, and we've got the Knight of Cups. Wow. So again, an offer of love, maybe even an apology. Now, any water sign, I'm going to say again, there is some sort of an offer. Some of you may have someone who is trying to come back to you. because here it says, let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career. Unmarried or divorced individuals. Some of you, for those of you that are letting go of an air sign, let's say, they're probably trying to come back. But also, for those of you that are unmarried or divorced, there is an offer that's coming through. It's the Knight of Cups, which is someone who could be sometimes not so certain. They want to come forth, and then they're scared that they might get their toes trodden on, their feelings hurt. So you have to be patient with this offer that may be coming through now, tomorrow, yesterday, the day before. Let's look at the Hermit. And we've got the Ace of Wands. So this is like that light coming on. Look at the sun behind the wand. So Ace of Rods, I think it's got a lot to do with, because this is like power. This is quick, right? It's like how we switch on the light. That's what the Sun and Uranus are. So this is a successful, creative new beginning. This is a passionate new beginning after a time of solitude. After a time of darkness, the light comes on. And there is passion, and there is Martian energy here. Now, Mars is in Gemini, and it's right across, I wanted to say, it's across, because Gemini is the sign that's opposite Sagittarius. So what I want to say and what I want to get to is that, wow, Mars in Gemini speaks of a lot of communication. It could be passionate communication. It could be even aggressive. So with the moon at this time is right across from Mars. So there can be emotionally very strong and forceful conversations at this time. So keep that in mind. Now, I just dropped 2 cards. And what do we have? We've got the Ace of Cups, and so 2 aces on your crowning position. And again, the 8 of Cups. So what I'm thinking here is that you're going to find, the light bulb is going to come on. You're going to be very passionate about what you find. It's going to make you, I want to put the words right. So it's going to give you the energy. It's going to give you the drive, the will to move forward. But it's also going to be very emotional with the Ace of Cups. I see tears. I do see tears coming down. I do see that some people will be teary-eyed. Now, with the 8 of Cups, again, you've got the 8 of Cups in your status and career position, as well as in your foundation position. So I believe that some of you are actually going on a journey. You're seriously moving. So whatever new beginnings are starting for you, and the movement could even be made around July, because we've got the eclipsed moon here. And we've got the next eclipses in July. So some of you, this is the beginning of movement, like an emotional movement, a real movement. And when I say a real movement, it's not only emotional, it's actually physical as well. So it's as though, look at this, she's holding on to that staff, that wand, right? And she's on a journey. She's going on a journey. So whatever information you find, whatever is spoken about, whatever you realize is real and it's true, with the Hermit, with the Ace of Wands, and with the Ace of Cups, will make you're moving towards the future, okay, with that 8 of Cups. So let's take the 10 Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles, which is the outcome. Wow. Oh, wow, everyone. Look at what we have. We've got the Tower and we've got the Sun. So here is Uranus, here is the Sun, which is the transit that's happening right now. And I believe it won't be just for today. It will be for the next week. The Sun is Leo, and Leo is true love. It's the heart. It's children. Congratulations to those of you that are really seriously falling pregnant. You're going to have a child. That's amazing. The Tower is, again, it's Uranus in Taurus. And happy birthday to Taurus, because the Sun is in Taurus. I forgot to mention that. If you're a Taurian out there, happy birthday. All the best to you for your solar return. This is a very important time for you, especially having Uranus in your sign. Now, some others of you are saying that this is, yes, it's Scorpio. So transformation, death, and then the light comes out. The sun shines. There is clarity. This is amazing. Two major arcana cards right on top of the Ten of Pentacles. What can I say? I'm going to take one more card on the Empress, which is the general energy. And I think I will leave it at that. So the Empress, what's that all about? A bit more information. Spirit guides and angels. One more card. And we have, oh wow, the Four of Wands. Oh my God, everyone, I'm so happy. This is stability. This is building a new home. This is purchasing a new home. This is celebrating pregnancy. This is celebrating success, receiving the harvest, having worked hard and letting go of the old and in with the new. Whether it's been transformed, whether it's been changed, whether you're moving into a commitment. For those of you that have been together with someone, you've been in a long-term relationship, you're taking the next level, you're going up a level. For those of you that are waiting to manifest with business, this is the jackpot. I think that everyone is hitting the jackpot in some area of life with this reading. I find it totally amazing, and know that whatever you are seriously letting go of, it was meant to happen. Goosebumps and fun times, everyone. This is amazing for everyone. I'm so happy for everyone. I want to thank you so much for all your views, your likes, your shares, your comments. I want to thank you also for supporting my friend Yana from Bellatrix Star, and for accepting her in our community. And she is very happy as well with what's happening. She's getting a lot of views. People are getting used to her, and she told me to thank each and every one of you as well for your support. Now, I wanted to say that she will not be uploading this week her weekly love oracles because she's very busy. There's something that she's doing, so it's impossible for her to do that. But next week she will be back. So as I said again, thank you so much, and I'm sending you many blessings. Good luck with what's happening with the Sun and Uranus coming together. And also we're moving into retrogrades. Pluto is retrograding in a couple of days, and Saturn will be retrograding in a week. So I will be back in a week again, but I'll be back with the May readings as well soon too. So sending you all lots of love and blessings. Bye for now.